Hi, I will start to show you that means how gas expansion can be prepared in laboratory preparation. To use this one, we need a materials, flask, tripod, alcohol lamp, balloon, but the balloon must be bigger in size, match or lighter, trash, glove. If you have no glove, we can use any cloth, and a bucket filled with water. Our procedure is, first we must fill the bucket with 80% in volume with water. After that, fill the flask with little amount of water and put the flask on the tripod and put alcohol lamp under it and light it. Light the alcohol lamp. After you have lighted it, please wait to be cool, to be heated, the water to be heated. After the water is boiled, we must cover the flask by using a balloon. In this, when we are covering it, the center of the flask must be with the center of the balloon. In this case, we need an assistant. When the water is boiled, what do you observe? The balloon is expand. After the balloon is expanding, we take the flask, we take the flask and cool it. When we are cooling it, we must cool it gently, not suddenly. If you are using suddenly, the flask can be broken down. Then let's observe. Okay, to conclude that, first we have taken water in a flask. This shows us there is a small or little amount of water and gas on this bottle. When we are heating it or boiling it, the water is changed to water vapor, and the water vapor pushed the air upward and it will be evaporated. When we are continuing boiling, all the flask is filled with water vapor and the air is expands. In this, it shows that first it is water, air, and the place of the air it is replaced by water vapor, and completely when we are boiling it, all the space it is occupied by water vapor. When it is keeping boiling, we use a balloon. And when it is continuing boiling, it will be, the balloon is expanding. When it is expanding, the balloon is filled with water vapor, and there is also an air outside. The inside and outside pressure, it will be equal. When we are starting to cool it, the water vapor starts to condense, and at the same time the balloon starts to contract. After it continues to contract, the balloon enters to the flask. Because the water vapor, it is condensed and leave the place for the balloon. The balloon is replaced by the water vapor place, and balloon is filled with air. And in this, there is inside pressure of the air from the balloon. We have done our experiment by using a flask. But if flask is not available in our laboratory, we can use Brille tape or touch bottle. We can use a plastic bottle, or we can use a soft drink bottle, or we can use glass bottle. If you are using plastic bottle, sometimes it can be succeed, but it can be melt. Therefore, take care. Instead of balloon also, if there is no balloon, we can use condom.